disc brake conversion kit, Camino 7.5. I'm gonna fully build this, so let's just dive right in. Everything taken apart. I skipped you guys the hassle, but all this was just left in the bottom of the bin. All these little springlings, I had to cut the center pin out. You already know how that goes. We're gonna go from a 308 to a 373 Detroit True Track. Of course, everyone knows this is my favorite. All new bearings and races, of course. Axle bearing seals. His axles are completely just shot. So waiting on the axles, they will be here before you even know it. Then we're also doing the disc brake conversion kit on this too. This is what I recommend. Right stuff. Easy to install, easy setup, all the instructions right here, but we don't need those. Strip this completely as the best I could. Nothing special, no Picasso over here, but it will look better than this. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is install the drum brake kit. Comes with all the brackets that I'll need, the disc brake hardware, and the rotors. Always check the axles just to make sure that they'll fit in the hub. Have your axle, brand new axle here. They want you to check the rotor and make sure that it fits in it, because if the rotor is too small, then you have to Dremel out the axle, but in this case this one will work, so we're good here. 3, we're gonna reinstall the axle and the flange. They want the little axle spacer first with the bracket, so we're gonna do it just like that. So we're gonna install the new flange. The top bolt, we'll leave it loose. The bottom 2 bolts, we're gonna leave them snug. So I put the washer on this side, snug it here. You can see the axle spacers on the back side with the bracket. Yeah, so put those 2 there. This is supposed to be facing the rear of the car, so that is that. Step 5, we're going to install the caliper mounting brackets. I leave the axle out a little bit just to get the room in. So you'll take the nut off, put it through the actual mounting point. There's spacers, so I use the smallest spacer because the bigger spacer made it stick out. And then you'll put the washer and the nut on both sides, so then you'll look like that. And then you can tighten these down. You torque to 55 foot-pounds. The ones with the spacers, these are going to torque down to 40 foot-pounds. And the 2 bottom bolts flange bracket, which are these 2, they're going to be torqued down to 25 foot-pounds. And now you're ready to install the axle, the rotor. Then you install the caliper, slide the caliper mounts. So that's what we got here. We just put it on there. Put these 2 bolts and you torque these down to 30 foot-pounds. Install the emergency brake cables and adjust the calipers, but this kit didn't come with it, so I'll let the customer know. And then bleed the system. So they're gonna have to do that because they're gonna be installing this in the vehicle. So then attach the flex hose. That's what's gonna come in this kit right here. 1 for each side. So you'll take this bolt out right here. Then you install the flex hose in here. There's 2 copper washers, so one goes there and then one goes on the screw itself, so it locks into place so it doesn't leak. And then this what it says, torque the banjo bolts 30 foot-pounds, and that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna show how to do the other side because it's pretty much the same as this one. So I'm gonna do the other side and then finish this one up, and then this one will be almost done. Woo-wee! And then a huge shout out to Elijah being the cameraman. Disc brake conversion kit, El Camino 7.5. This one is ready to go. That video, please like, comment, subscribe. Huge shout out to JoJo for bringing the 7.5. Father-in-law's gonna love it. I hope he does. Swing it, burn out, do whatever you do. 7.5 fully built, man. So we will see you on next one.